All right, we said we were going to send out a second free pick this weekend. We've arrived at Dean Foods, the letter DF. Yes, this is one ugly looking daily chart. We've got about probably 7 or 8 picks on watch for tomorrow, and as always, we'll add some gappers and high volume anomalies that we find as the day unfolds tomorrow for our live trading chat room. But we try to send out at least 1 or 2 picks every week on our free pick list. And I do my best to spell out what we're looking for on an intraday basis, because most of our entries, or all of our entries, are based upon intraday trading, but they're also based upon the daily chart. That's how we find them. So Dean Foods, yes, this is ugly, big gap down, but it does finally seem to have stabilized. And what's even kind of more interesting to me is a couple days ago it broke below, I can't talk, this recent low here of the entire base since the gap down. The low was 716 right here. And a couple days ago, I think you had some shorts trying to make some easy money here when it broke below that area. Let me get the numbers right one more time. When it broke below 716, but it only went down to 713, and then they started buying this thing up. So let me zoom out and show you that. It happened right here, and on nice volume. And look at the subsequent rally. And then today was kind of an inside day on yesterday. These are 15-minute candles. Today had a high of 748. Today, meaning Wednesday, and yesterday's high 756. So let's go back to the daily candles and zoom in a little bit, and I'll show you what I'm looking for Thursday's trading session. I like this inside candle. I think maybe we've seen a recent low here, maybe we've seen a bottom. So my call will be if it hits 749 tomorrow morning. That's my trigger to buy it. In other words, breaks Wednesday's trading high. And just to the left of 749, you have the day before that had a 756. So you got 749 and 757, and then it's trading above, well, the last couple weeks worth of trading. So then you might get into breakout mode here, maybe some short covering. The high back here, 755. So really, to the left, the only recent high after that is 773. So you have a chance here for a nice little short covering rally. Again, my catalyst to buy it will be 749. Knowing that 757 could get me some more upside. I like that, the whole stacked catalyst thing, where you've got another catalyst to the left. In other words, a recent high, if broken, that could yield some more upside. So keep in mind, everything we do is based on intraday action. Now, if it gaps down and opens at 7, then I'm not going to buy it at 749. Also, subsequently, if it gaps up and opens at 8, we'll have to revisit that in our live chat room and decide if we can find a low risk entry. Now, if it opened at 8, I might still look for an entry that we teach to take it. Now, an example, here's a little snapshot I took today of just a small portion of our results page. If you'll notice, and this is what we strive to do, we have stocks that after we called it, like DirecTV today, 39.53, went up 82 cents a share. Stop was only 15 cents below. So take some time, go to our results page, and I think you'll see that our patience pays off, but most of it's done on an intraday basis in our live chat room. Here's a $1 move on 27 cents risk, another $1 on 21 cents, 60. Well, there's some real nice ones in here. 52-cent move on PCX yesterday on 6 cents risk. So we really do strive to find really low risk setups. All of them are based on intraday candles. So again, I'll put out a video tomorrow night on whether or not we traded Dean Foods and how we traded it, and I'll try to show you the setup, because the only way we'll take these is if the chart itself offers a low risk entry with a tight trigger and stop. That's very important to me. So I can show you a few others. Just I'm not going to go into the setups, but Cocoa, Corinthian Colleges, is kind of interesting. That's on my watch list for tomorrow. Again, I'm not going to go into the triggers and stops on all of these, but Dean Foods is the one. Let me zoom out a little bit. This one, RDN, is pretty interesting after today's little pop out of this long base, so that'll be on watch. Bank of America is kind of interesting. All these banks are finally starting to show some strength. CMA, long resistance here right at 40, showing some strength here, so CMA may do something. I even have a couple of those lower float stocks, lower volume stocks. BSDM is kind of interesting, over 410 and 426. Let's see. Kirk's, a couple other low volume biotechs, Kirk's and AEZS, both on bounce watch for tomorrow, which we is another strategy that we employ. And that's the short list of what we're watching, but the actual free pick, Dean Foods, 749 and 757 could get it going. So I'll follow up tomorrow night with what we did and probably show you some other low risk entries that we take tomorrow too, on other symbols in the wrap up video. But we'll follow up with the video tomorrow night. Have a good evening, and we'll talk to you then.